Basically, when we went here in this very interesting terrain, which is an agricultural land, we were thinking of what to build in this place. We saw nature, we saw all these migratory birds, and we saw all these kind of natural surroundings. And so we thought of an escapism. So my name is Carlo Calma, and welcome to my home. Asador Alfonso is a special place. This is a 9.4 hectare property, and it was a kind of a pandemic bond and love between my dad and nature. So it started off as a family home. And so we were looking for an inspiration in the place. So we thought of creating this placemaking wherein it's inspired by a volcano. As you can see, we are also near Taal volcano. We have a lot of actually mountain tableaus. So actually what's interesting about this architecturally is that we are here now in this pavilion. So this is the center, this is the heart, this is the fire of the place. This is also where the restaurant is. You know, the heart of the project or the restaurant is our oven, the maestro oven. And so it's kind of like smoking and roasting like a volcano. All throughout the place, we just wanted to really create a more sculptural, deconstructive kind of language and have wood elements that are kind of minimalistic, but also because we want to celebrate the land and bringing nature into the space and having a more organic feel inside. This is the pavilion, and we have two villas on both sides. The roofscape is actually connecting the 5 parts, and by the time you are in the guest room or fourth pavilion, it's kind of like already submerged or cavernous, and you feel like you're underground. So all of these dramatic cues and the architectural language, all of these are architectonical kind of ways that we were trying to, create the language of the place. So sometimes it opens up to views of nature, sometimes it cantilevers to block the harsh sun. We have cantilevers ranging from 8 to 10 meters. They are these cantilevered folds that were actually poured concrete, and it was done during the rainy season, so imagine how hard that would have been. I'm surrounded at the back as well with this kind of mural, which is actually a section of a volcano. The language again is the abstracted perforations that opens up, that's inspired by these volcanic eruptions. when I wake up in the morning and I see nature, and at night it glows like a lantern. We are here in this double height space, which is also kind of amazing space. There are no columns, but of course this portal holds the 4 villas. We were all inspired with the agricultural and the rural life, and so all of these ceilings actually are the terrain of the land, but also it acts as acoustic panels. We wanted to have a little bit of elements of surprise here and there, and just trying to blurring the boundaries between nature and architecture. In the quaint street of Alfonso, in the Barangay Road, and then you're at this understated course and feel starts off with this pineapple-inspired kind of pavilion. I like when architecture just grows into the landscape or frames the landscape. And so as you go into the space of Asador Alfonso, the roasting house, of course the fire and the heart and the oven is there, but then you create that expansive farm feeling. You see the water and it's calming. You see and be surrounded with nature. From the second floor, we have a loft. And the loft is the private area, which we call it the sky room. It becomes a lounge at night. There's also a private DJ. So we really wanted also to have that kind of multifaceted space in terms of like if we have events. This is also my first time to really 100% done all local furniture in factories in Cebu. All of these are experimentations and prototypes, and so maybe this place really could really be a place of experimentation. What's unique in terms of material innovation in this building is the plastic pellets that we use as a terrazzo. So almost 4 tons of plastic waste. which is equal to 600,000 mineral bottles were recycled. My work has always been multifaceted and multidisciplinary and really blurring art and architecture. And I feel that when I get inspired or when I start thinking of designing a space, I always think very conceptually. And so I really just, immerse myself in the land or immerse myself in the place, and somehow they'll speak to you, and you create your own language, and it's more on the language of art that I'm thinking of.
For more insightful videos on design, subscribe to Design Will Save the World.